Hey campers, my name is Tyler. Back in the day, I attended Camp G. Nelson myself, and even eventually worked as a counselor for 3 years on the DCamps West team. Camp has shaped who I am as a person in so many ways, but I want to talk about what I do outside of camp. I want to talk about my biggest passion in life, being a maker. But what does being a maker mean? We often think of inventors and big names like Nikola Tesla, Einstein, and Marie Curie. But what once was someone's crazy idea in their garage might be a device that you use every day now. Everyone knows a maker, and everyone is a maker themselves. Take a walk around your neighborhood, and you'll be able to see the influence of everyday makers. A maker is anyone that starts with an idea and turns it into something new. Of course, the great scientists, engineers, mathematicians are amazing makers. But so is your local artist, gardener, carpenter, mechanic, and everything else in between. Recently, I've been working as an engineering intern at Makers Making Change. This has allowed me to work a lot of my design skills and grow as an engineer. The program connects makers to people living with disabilities to create affordable and accessible assistive technology devices. Makers volunteer their time to design or build devices which go on to help people in their daily activities and interests. These animated clips are from a video that goes into a little bit more depth about what Makers Making Change is and how it works. If you want to check out that video, it's in the description below. Let's take the Makers Making Change lip sync device, learn what it is and how to build it. Think of it as a mouse for your mouth. It's used to control different digital devices that some people may struggle to use due to limited mobility. The lip sync allows the user to move a cursor across the screen, as well as left and right clicking by breathing in and out or sipping and puffing. To build the lip sync, we need makers just like you. Let's break it down into a 3-stage process. 3D printing, soldering and assembling the electronic components, and programming the lip sync. The build process is always challenge by choice. Every maker ends up being part of the bigger picture. So if you feel like this is all a bit too much right now, that's totally fine. The best way to get involved is just by checking out the Makers Making Change website and signing up. But let's get building our lip sync. I use what's called an FDM printer, which means that I can take a 3D model from my computer, use a slicer software to convert the 3D image to a language that the printer can understand, and hit print. Layer by layer, the print builds up from plastic that has been heated and laid out in a very specific pattern to result in the same 3D model that we sliced. Once all the prints are complete, we can move on to the electronics. It's always a good first step to lay out all the parts to make sure you have everything. We're going to assemble all these parts together by a process called soldering. Soldering is done by heating up a metal alloy called solder, where it flows onto the part and solidifies quickly. In this case, it's being used to assemble various boards, resistors, and other components of the lip sync. Then just like that, you have all of the hardware assembled. But right now we can't really do much with the lip sync because it hasn't been given any instructions to tell it what to do. That's where programming comes in. To do this, we can pull up a software called Arduino. It's actually the same company that makes the boards that run the lip sync. Now there's already some code that's been made for us by some brilliant minds at Makers Making Change, so we can just download that right from the website and send it over to the lip sync. Now we have a fully functioning device that can go to a user who needs it. Detailed instructions on how to build a lip sync or any other devices can be found on the Makers Making Change website. Being a maker doesn't come without its challenges. Sometimes it can feel like you're stuck or that you can't do something, no matter how hard you try. But if you follow your passion and keep learning, you'll change the world. I'm looking forward to seeing all the great things that you'll make. See you later, campers.